Welcome back to Hack Chat. I'm Heather, and today we're gonna be testing potato hacks. I test them out, I rank them on a scale of 1 to 5 for helpfulness, easiness, and then I give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let's find out. Let's find out what? Let's find out whether the hacks work or whether they don't work. Making potato chips out of something you would normally throw out, the peels. I don't want to throw out potato skins. This is like a joy forever, is using a brand new peeler. So I'm peeling these potatoes and then I'm gonna spread them out, salt them. These are very well washed potatoes. I put pepper on because I like that black pepper flavor. I'm gonna put on a little bit of citric acid because it makes it taste like a flavored potato chip.
What's your favorite flavor of potato?
Oh, I knew you were gonna ask that, and I don't have a favorite because it depends on my mood. Okay, at 4 o'clock every single day, I have a bag of barbecued potato chips. I really like jalapeno flavored potato chips. I love dill pickle flavored potato chips. There are these crab potato chips that I really love. You don't have to have za'atar or citric acid. All you need is salt. I mean, we need to really come up with a marketing name for these. Do you want to call these a skin fry, crispy chip, peel snacks with an X?
Potato jacket fries.
Potato jacket fries are really good. Oh, let's just call them jacket fries. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to carefully put these in here. And then I'm gonna move them around a little. The thing about this that's really nice is that they cook so fast you can have a snack while you're making dinner. It's going good. They're getting crispy, they're cooking up. You just don't want to burn them. They're very, very thin. They cook in about maybe 4 minutes. Look, they're done. They're crispy, they're wiggly. These are not good for dipping because they're too delicate.
Wow, ambulance for delicate.
Okay, this is too good. This is a form of self-care.
Yeah, potatoes are always self-care.
Like if you were in a bar and somebody brought these over to you, like before they were giving you your drink, wouldn't you feel fancy? Wouldn't you feel loved? Rating, helpful? 4. I feel like really smug that I made something delicious out of something that most people throw into the garbage. Easy? 5. It's easier than like going to a store and buying a bag of potato chips. Yes, thumbs up. This hack is about how to get the peel off using only one single cut. I really kind of like peeling them because it's just meditative, and also I remember like sitting around with my mom and like it was one of my first kitchen jobs and it made me feel super important. So basically you just take a knife and you run it around a potato, barely cutting it at all, and then you boil it this way. So I made these slices in here and I'm gonna pop them into cold water. I'm gonna cover it up and I'm gonna let them boil.
What's a potato's favorite horror movie?
I can't think of the answer.
The Silence of the Yams. Who's the most powerful potato?
Who?
Darth Tater.
It's like I'm laughing against my own will. Okay, potatoes have boiled and they're ready to go. I am going to, oh my gosh, okay, wait. Yeah, this really is pretty miraculous. It's getting a little bit messy, but it's probably the fault of the glove.
Well, what's happening? It's coming off.
It is coming off. Look at it. So this didn't take me any time to peel, and the peel has come off. I'm gonna try it with a simple cloth because it's still a little bit hot. And now I'm loosening it. This is also kind of pleasing because it's warming up my hands. Jacket free. Let's talk about this. This is pure hack brilliance. For easiness, I give it a 5. It's incredibly easy. All you do is you literally just like run a sharp knife around the middle of a potato and then you boil it. For helpfulness, it's like a 4 because it doesn't work for every single type of potato cookery. You can't do this if you're roasting. Yeah, I give it a thumbs up. This is a peeling hack. How to peel a whole bunch of potatoes at the same time in a bucket of water with a drill. That's what it's called, unless you can think of a better name. Take this. I'm gonna put on some goggles because that's what was recommended. We're putting a bunch of these potatoes into the water.
What are you doing?
I'm scrubbing the potatoes. They're swirling around. These potatoes are in perfect condition. Not a fleck of skin has come off. I'm not discouraged yet because I think maybe there's just too much water in here. So I'm gonna just dump some of the water.
Do you need more potatoes?
No, I think I just need more potato peelers. This one's just mostly about like who's gonna win, me or the hack. At some point, maybe I'll just be like, I don't care anymore. For now, I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, no. So no, I'm not doing this. I gave it a good shake. It's not a good technique for peeling potatoes. It's been about 5 minutes. This is about as far as I've gotten. For easiness, I give this hack a 0. For helpfulness, I give it also a 0. I'm no further along in peeling the potatoes than if I just like tripped on the sidewalk and accidentally like one of them fell out and like tumbled along the sidewalk for a little ways. Thumbs down, big thumbs down. Mini tater tot sliders. When I saw the mini tater tot sliders, when Nicole did it on All Recipes, I was like, I know I'm gonna like to eat it, but let's see what it's like to make these. Start out with some tots.
What are you doing?
I'm oiling these. Because, you know, you want them to be crispy and brown. Really, if you want your tots good, you have to put oil on them. I know you know that. Tater tots are, I'm gonna say it, they're better than potatoes. They're even better than French fries. It's just that they're more rare.
What do you mean they're more rare?
I think per capita, like the tot consumption is much, much lower than the fry consumption. So what's next is I'm gonna take this meat and pat it down with some wax paper. Basically, like you press it out really, really, really flat. And I'm gonna cut them so that I know they're gonna shrink a little bit. In my heart, I know that I'm gonna be like, how many of these am I allowed to eat? That's gonna be my main question.
How many sliders fit into a regular burger?
I think 12.
That's insane.
I think it is true though. I'm gonna cook these. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on here. I'm gonna, of course, salt and pepper these because respect the beef. I'm gonna just like pop this whole entire thing on and then I'm gonna separate them once they're on there. What's happening right now is feeling like it's a lot harder than making a full-size burger. I'm gonna flip them over in a second and I'm gonna unpeel this cheese. Of course, you don't have to use American, but you should really because it has that melt that you want. Flip these little dudes over. I'm gonna tell everybody right now that this is spattering my hand with really hot oil. It's painful.
You want gloves?
I wouldn't mind a glove. Thank you. There are some obvious trade-offs here. I just want to tell you that I know Nicole did a better job than me. You don't need to tell me. It's the time to make the burgers. These tots are really crispy. I would say that next time I would wait till the tots are completely cooked before even starting the burgers. I'm having like an internal struggle because I want so much to love this hack. I'm gonna stack this little guy on. I'm gonna choose the smallest pickle, but really look, pickle proportion problem. Teeny bit of mustard. Doing this all with one hand. Thank goodness for squeeze bottles. Okay, and then the tot topper. Now I'm gonna stab it. All right, this is my first one. I'm gonna just be vulnerable with you guys. I'm not proud of this. Very tasty. It's like a fast food burger, but not fast. All right, so I'm gonna try it again. I think like if I invited like some hamsters to come over and eat with me, this is what I would serve them. But I do wanna say like after 2, maybe practice makes better. Not perfect, but like that's got like much more integrity. Here's my rating. For helpfulness, this is a 1, a 0 in easy because you have to like time the tots and you have to like be able to like carefully saw through the tots and then you have to have the burgers and the cheese all ready at the same time and they're all teeny weeny, so the amount of time that you have is like so small. There's just no margin of error. I don't recommend it for an amateur.
So thumbs down?
Thumbs down. I think this might be called the emergency potato chip hack. Okay, so the question is, can you make potato chips in a microwave? And the answer is, let's find out. So the idea here is you take a potato, any kind of potato, I've been told, and you cut it really thinly. And I have a good knife, but I have this mandolin, so I'm gonna use it instead. All right, so this is super paper thin. Take these, put it into ice water because it's gonna get rid of some of the starch.
How long is it going in there for?
Just 3 minutes. I would like to actually hear some potato facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Potatoes were the first vegetable grown in space.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get the feeling that people in space don't have like a lot going on. If you work in space, I want to hear about what your day is like. And do you have access to potato chips? These have been in ice water. I am gonna just dry them off. They can't be wet because moisture is the enemy of crispiness. And I'm gonna use a piece of parchment so that they don't stick. All right, here we go. Do you want a hack within a hack, Hetty?
Yeah.
I want to make this into the same size and shape as my plate. I fold it in half, and then I fold it in half, and then I fold it again into a point, and then I fold it one more time, and then you measure it to the corner, and then you cut it, and then it's a circle. That's exactly the right size. Now I'm putting oil on them because oil is a really good conductor of heat, and it's gonna make these crispy. So I'm gonna put some rosemary on here. I'm getting the oil all over the place on these guys. And now I'm gonna lay them out without overlapping, and I'm gonna microwave them. Yes! Yeah, these are crunchy, and I think they will continue to become more crunchy with time. Everybody be very quiet. Oh, this was like wildly successful. I just feel like I won. My ratings are, for helpfulness, it's a 5 because I didn't have potato chips before and now I have potato chips. And it's a +1 because it was an incredibly delightful surprise. And for easiness, I'm gonna give it a 3 because I had to like take out my mandolin. Not everybody has a mandolin. I give it a thumbs up.
What do you call a baby potato?
I don't know.
A small fry. Why does everyone love cooking with potatoes?
Because potatoes are delicious.
They're very appealing.
Oh no, why are you doing this to me? This hack is called Baking Rack Mashed Potatoes Hack. So the beauty of this hack is that you don't have a potato masher and you do have a baking rack and you just want to make some mashed potatoes. Also, I'd like you to please note, I've cooked these potatoes whole. So I'm gonna take these guys out. This one split a little bit, which means I overcooked it. I'm gonna do it lengthwise so that I have more surface area to squish through. The idea here is just take the potato and I'm gonna just squish it through here. You know, really, this is just fun. Reminds me of a little bit of like playing with Play-Doh. It gets stuck on the grate a little. It's so easy. Finished. Okay, so there's like little cubes. Now I'm gonna see whether they're actually yummy by mixing them together. Perhaps the tool that I'm using is not the best tool, but remember this hack is all about not having enough tools. I'd say probably it's better to go really light on the liquid.
Why light on the liquid?
If it's just like potatoes against potatoes and you squish them, they turn into paste together, but if it's potatoes floating in liquid, they're like swimming around and moving around and they stay as whole chunks. I'm gonna have to go for a different tool. You're a big mashed potato fan, aren't you, Hetty? Mm-hmm. A little more butter, because I don't like 2s. I only like 3s.
What?
Yeah, you can't put 2 pats of butter on a thing. Here, let me give you a taste. You see the problem already. See that? All right. You look a little crestfallen.
Yeah.
It's not a pleasant feeling in your mouth. So for helpfulness, this guy gets a 2 because it looks helpful. It's like one of those friends who's like, oh, I'm so sorry, you got the flu, do you need any help? And then you're like, okay, could you please bring me soup? And then they just disappear. I'd say 4 for easiness because it's really easy, but it's also really easy to just like not make good mashed potatoes. I give it a thumbs down. If you wanna know how to make mashed potatoes the best way, watch my episode of It's Elementary. It's the filling up the Smiley fry with ketchup hack. These are hot. This hack helps people get more ketchup into the French fry.
It helps with your condiment to fry ratio.
I'm gonna try it out. Here's the ketchup. You put it in, burning my hand a little bit. So far, not worth it at all. This looks like a bike accident. The problem is that I need a thing that has a smaller nozzle. So I'm gonna put this into a squeeze bottle. I'm gonna put the nozzle inside and then I'm gonna start filling him up. Oh.
It changed color.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm understanding it. It's like a savory gusher. Normally when you eat a fry, the ketchup is the first thing that hits your tongue, taking over the whole entire French fry experience. But when it's inside, you get like Smiley fry skin, tangy, sweet, kind of cool ketchup, Smiley fry skin. You know what kind of a hack this is? This is an inside out hack. Turning the normal order of things inside out.
Wait, you could do it with other things beyond ketchup.
Fill up your Smiley fry with aioli?
Yeah.
Come on.
Gourmet Smiley
This
fries.
is literally where we understand that we're from 2 different generations. For me, aioli is like a fancy pants thing that you do.
But now you're putting ketchup on top of it.
Well, I'm gonna test it out. It's not as good with it on top. Is it helpful? No, not at all. It's a 0 for helpful.
So easiness.
Putting ketchup into a special pointy nozzled squeeze bottle so that you can poke it into the head of a Smiley fry and fill it up with ketchup is like a 3 at best. But like, I actually really do like this hack because it's ridiculous. Thumbs up. So here's what we learned today. We peeled some potatoes, we mashed some potatoes. I don't know if I really learned that much. You know, my favorite one that I tried today is the emergency potato chips because they were surprisingly delightful and crispy and translucent. Next time somebody offers a bucket and a pair of goggles and a bucket full of potatoes with a scrub brush, I'm gonna just say like, no thanks, I'll keep the skins on. So you say potato, I can't. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the Spruce Eats, and put a potato joke in the comments below.